football time is crazy time in Brazil. And it just happens to be football time. Okay, so there is football. It's a fun little spectacle. And then there is football in Brazil during the World Cup. Try finding a people more passionate about this sport than Brazilians. And whenever their proud nation team has a game day, the whole country turns to a party in green, yellow and blue. It's time to solve the mystery that humanity has pondered since ages. Which is the greatest football nation of the world? Let's begin our quest in the outskirts of Copacabana, Rio. It is a little cute how all Brazilians are so convinced they are the greatest country in the world when it comes to football. How to perform this little survey scientifically accurate? Let's start with just asking the guy working in the reception.
Oi, amigo. Qual país é o melhor do mundo no futebol?
Seleção brasileira.
Com certeza.
Maybe we should change things up and just try finding anyone who doesn't think Brazil is the best.
Let's just go to the beach and ask.
I admit it, I also like being on the beach.
Oiê! Qual país é o melhor do mundo no futebol?
Brasil, com certeza.
Qual país é o melhor do mundo no futebol?
O Brasil é o melhor país. Brasil, com certeza. Bora, Hexa!
Brasil? Porque a gente somos penta.
Which country is best at football?
Football. Brazil.
Brasil.
Of course it is, yeah.
Oi, amigas! Qual é o melhor país do mundo no futebol?
Brasil é o país do futebol, né? Aqui a paixão pelo futebol, as crianças já nascem, as mães já dão à luz com a paixão pelo futebol envolvida.
I guess our story is like we grow up at school playing football, soccer. We have this in our blood.
They work hard to be the best.
Qual país é o melhor do mundo no futebol?
Brasil.
Brasil.
Nós somos o país do futebol, como ela colocou, e nosso time está pronto para levar o Hexa.
Concorda?
Com certeza.
I think it's safe to say the people have come to an agreement.
Football is always a big thing in Brazil, but now during the World Cup, it's everything.
Eu creio que uma final, uma França-Brasil ou Brasil-Espanha.
Qual país é vitorioso?
O Brasil, tem 5 taças.
Not yet champions, but it's safe to say Brazilians are the most confident people in the world. Let's get ourselves ready for today's big event. Brazil versus Cameroon. Tension is high.
Yes, my friends, it's once more game day. Bora Brazil!
2 hours left and the city is pumping.
Today it's a lot of people out.
To understand just how important football is in Brazil, you need to know this. It's not just a sport here, it's a part of life. For a lot of people, actually watching the players run around on the field isn't a big thing. It's about getting together and having fun.
O time Brasil, por que eles são melhores?
Porque o Brasil é o melhor time do mundo. Jogadores, principalmente o Neymar.
Neymar?
A Neymar.
Yeah, that seems to be his number, I think. And oopsie, maybe we should actually get to that game.
I fear we're getting late for this event. Will we get in this time? No one knows.
As I said, Brazilians like getting together.
I saw your YouTube channel. You're the Swedish. You just moved here.
I did just move here. You watched me last night?
I watched your channel last night. I also saw whenever you got hurt at the beach.
You had clothes on, I hope.
So are you excited for the game?
Very excited for the game.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to do 3-0.
3-0.
Another symbol of the Brazilian soccer passion. This huge arena was built just for watching the World Cup.
Let's do this!
Getting in proved to be easy. If you are late, you can always rely on the Brazilians to be even more late. But the crowd is slowly building up. And go ahead, have a beer. We're not in Qatar.
Aston Villa, Brazil.
There we go again, the confidence.
Qual país ganha a Copa? Qual país? Which country will win the World Cup? Yes, they seem to be confident.
If you just came here, you might get the idea Brazil already won. The vibe is pretty awesome.
Which country will win the World Cup? Meu Brasil, é lógico. Vai ser o campeão, Brasil. Brasil.
That's it, Brazil has spoken. Soon we'll see how that goes. But first, the mandatory samba warm-up. We're now just half an hour from kickoff. Did I mention this is all free? Simply brilliant.
I got the Swedish gringo here. Oh yeah! Started the video the other day, tonight. This is so big! What's the Swedish gringo? Help us to decide. The places to go, the type of money you spend in the shops, all sorts of stuff.
And how to be on the
To get
beach.
around, yeah.
Yeah, don't be shy. If you ever see me on the street, just walk up. By the way, the game has started. Kinda missed that part. This is one of those moments I feel truly blessed to have the opportunity trading my boring life in a freezing cold Sweden for a burning hot paradise and total football mania. And it's not just the weather, even the people are so much warmer here. And there's plenty of interesting wacky characters. You get the symbolics, right? Camarón. Only one thing could take the edge of this crazy energy. And no, it's not Cameroon scoring a goal. It's rain, Brazilians' #1 enemy.
So that kind of killed the party.
I've said it before, Brazilians don't like rain. But as the sun returns, so does the vibe. Enough with the chatter. How's the actual game going? Well, it's fair to say Brazil had a few chances to score. Actually, quite a lot. But the world's greatest football nation just can't seem to get it in. And eventually the unspeakable happens. We did not see that one coming. So that's how it ended, with a gloomy Neymar and the hero of the day removing his shirt and receiving a red card. That was a kick in the nuts.
I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised. I'm not gonna use the word unfair, but I'm surprised.
But no need to despair, Brazil still won the group. And who has time to grieve when this whole place suddenly turns to a major music festival? And you ask me why I love Brazilians, always ready to party. And it doesn't hurt a cocktail cost less than $5.
That's a strong gin tonic.
So, what have we learned from this? Definitely nothing about football. But I'm once more reminded why the Brazilian mentality is my one great inspiration. Anyone even remember that game anymore? Maybe it was just a bad dream.
Então, qual país é o melhor do mundo no futebol?
Somos os melhores do mundo 5 vezes. Brinde a isso.
And those will be our final words. If you want me to afford another caipirinha, please just hit that subscribe button. I'm already getting thirsty again. Thanks for watching and be safe.